now? Let's see. Look, all I need to do is be persistent and things will pay off. That's what I'm thinking. So we're deleting this. This is saying, finally, God, that was like a freaking K-hole. I feel like Elon Musk. I feel like fucking Elon Musk. That was a weird ass K-hole, man. That might have been too many swear words for the beginning of the algorithm, but I am frustrated. That was beyond. That literally took me 29 minutes to even come online and hear my voice with the picture at the same time. That's insanity. When is Mercury retrograde over? Let's see. When is Mercury retrograde over? This is ridiculous. Anyway, Curvies, thanks for coming through. Thanks for being you. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for being you. Let's go to Google Chrome. Let's see. Come back, Curvies. Please come back. Please come back. We figured it out. We're live. Please tell a friend. The freaking universe is on my side. It's not the Mercury retrograde. Just because her edges are tight, her micro braids be tripping. But we got her all the way together. The devil's not stopping nothing. Not stopping nothing. But that really sent me for like a little bit of a tizzy. I will be honest. That was a lot. We had Allie, we had Bianca, we had several people in here. And the algorithm hasn't been nice lately. But it loves me. Whatever, you guys. Let's give people some time to get in here. Just give you a minute. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? That was so bizarre. Can you hear me now? Is everything okay? I don't see. I can't hear. I'm trying again, you guys. I need your participation. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? Can I get a 1 in the chat? Can I get a heartbeat? Can I get a like on the video? If you can hear me now, let a sister know. Because Mercury is working overtime to try to keep us apart, you guys. I'm not sure what is going on. Is none of the buttons working? What happened? Why is nothing happening? Nothing happening. Jesus. Black Jesus. Maybe I'm calling on the wrong one. Black Jesus! Larger. Come get inspired. Larger. Come get inspired. Larger. Just like a star. Larger. Here we're all equal. Larger. Just make you fall. Larger. Get the legs off the larger. Come have some fun. Larger. He's the one. Larger. You know where to come. Okay, Curvies. I hope you can hear me. I don't know. Yeah, Restream is tripping. You couldn't hear me and see me at the same time. And I tried 3 times and it wouldn't work. So, hey, look, I panicked and then I pivoted, honestly. I was panicking because I was like, why? It was looking good on my side, but you guys couldn't see nothing. It kept telling me I was backstage, but here I am. Here I is. Oscar, thanks for coming through. Mel NYC, thanks for coming through. Yeah, I was excited for the restream too. I wanted to be able to have people up to talk about it, but the universe only wants me to talk about it today. So there won't be a link. We're just going to be talking about my thoughts on Real Housewives of Miami and on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Mel, did you guys get in touch with Dr. Heavenly's assistant so she can make that interview happen? I sure hope so. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Lord have mercy. Can I get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me?
Maybe I need some water. I'm really irritated right now. Where's my water? Where's my water? That was the craziest thing. This whole thing just, that was weird. Okay. Yeah, that was so weird, right? Anyway, no, I finally had to just go live straight from YouTube. And Mel put yes, but I don't know. Is that because you can hear me, Mel? Obviously, if you answered yes. Or is it yes that your person got to talk to Dr. Heavenly's assistant for the interview? I hope it's both. Anyway, you guys, let's get started. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here. Look, I'm not all presentable today. And if I was on my other thing, I would have showed you, but this phone wouldn't. Okay, so you guys, Real Housewives of Miami. Real Housewives of Miami is very polarizing this season. And I don't know, I told you guys how my son, do I have any likes on this video yet? Nope, that's so weird. Does the like button not work too? So first the picture wasn't working, then the sound wasn't working, and now the like button isn't working because I see people, but I don't see any likes on the video yet. That's interesting. So I'm not sure if everything's just not working today, but here. Oh, look, I just gave myself my own like. So go ahead and smash the like button because the like button works. Okay, share the video because the share button works. Beat the heart because it'll let the algorithm know that we're live and we finally got my stuff together so we could go live and talk about some stuff. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for being here. And don't mind me, she'll calm down in a minute, but that really stirred me. So here, I'm going to go into this Instagram because I wanted us to hear a couple of things from Gertie. And you can see on this thumbnail that that's not Instagram. You can see on this thumbnail that Gertie revealed some text messages, and those are the looks on the people's faces after she revealed the text messages. And that's the look on Gertie's face after she did what a woman needs to do when a white lady's lying on you, making false police reports against you, besmirching your good name and reputation in order to make herself, who just adopted a black child, 2 black babies, by the way. I'm not sure what adoption agency you go to when you're a 62, 85-year-old white lady and you want to adopt kids. I guess they only give you black kids to adopt in that situation. And then once you get your hands on black kids, you immediately turn to the black woman in your friend group and start targeting her, lying on her, besmirching her good name, using her as a fake ass storyline from something that happened before the season 6 reunion. Really, Julia? Really, you Russian escort you? Really, you Russian escort you? Okay, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We are going to get to it. Okay, let's see. Um, so we are looking for Gertie. Let me just put Gertie in this because I want us to hear some of what now I had to reset up. So I had the stuff ready to go on my phones. But now that we're on the phone live, now I'm having to go over here and grab the medias that I wanted to share with us on Restream. So they're not stopping nothing. I'm telling you, nothing is being stopped. Everything. I'm thanking God for the new levels in my life. I'm thanking God for the people who came back. And I'm thanking God for this beautiful day. Thanking God for the beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day, don't you think you would be mine? Won't you be mine? Okay, let's see. Gertie. You know, some of this was in the back of the other place too. So, in this most recent week's episode, Gertie was continuing to fight these rumors from the Russian escort Julia, who was allowed to adopt 2 black babies, only to then turn around and start assaulting black women because you really don't like black, do you? Because a black woman made your black kids and now you're attacking a black woman. I'm just like, okay, God, make this make sense. Oh yeah, she's a Russian escort. It makes perfect sense. Okay. So Gertie, she had a party to celebrate her being cancer free. And her husband had been doing some work with the Knot, and they've sponsored a party for her at a venue, not a church. These bitches have it all wrong. At a venue called the Sanctuary, because it did in fact used to be a church, but churches aren't making money and venues are. So the church sold the building to somebody that made a venue out of it, and it's only a venue center now. It's no longer the Sanctuary that Kiki and her mom used to go to back in the day when they were filled with the Holy Spirit. So Gertie has this party. And she tells all the people, come, we're celebrating life. We're celebrating me and my other girlfriends who are now cancer free. And so what we wanted to do was just come together and have a party, right? And the Knot was all over. It said the Knot. It didn't say not one thing about cancer. The only person who spoke about cancer was Gertie when she was saying that she survived cancer. Okay? So it was really interesting that once Gertie sent her husband and kids packing, after she gave them a beautiful thank you, she sent her husband and kids packing. And then she had the lady pull up the receipts. Oh, look, she doesn't have anything back there. I like Gertie doesn't have nothing back there that she don't want back there. I think it might be. Let's see if it's over here, because she doesn't really do her stuff like that. Thanks for being here. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Let's see. Let's see. Is there any words for it, though? Here we go.
I'm going to say neutral to the situation.
Neutral.
I think it...
So Gertie, after she sent her kids and husband packing from the trip that was to celebrate her being cancer free, being a warrior, a survivor, and everything, she decided she needs to get some things off her chest. Now, I totally agree with Gertie, and I kind of wish she would have done it even sooner. But I love her style, and I love the grandiose with which she put Julia, the Russian escort, in her place, okay? Because she had a great party, she had a lot of people there, and then she decided to tell her truth. And in the truth was definitely receipts. Because you can't go any place on the Real Housewives franchises without your receipts.
I'm going to say neutral to the situation.
Neutral.
I think it was very wrong, Marisol. It's very rude and very distasteful to have displayed the text messages. But at the same time, I just want to hear both sides.
So, as you can hear, she displayed the text messages, right? And the text messages clarified that Julia, who's married to Navatina Ferlona, or whatever the lady's name is, who's like a literal icon, a sports icon, okay? She has this sports icon by her nose, filling her head with all kinds of lies about Gertie, to the point where the icon didn't even address Gertie when she first saw her, listening to her wife, of course, right? So then Gertie goes home and tells Russell what happened. And the next time Russell sees Julia, of course he's dry. And then Julia has the nerve to go and tell the next person that'll listen, oh, he must have only listened to Julia's side of the story. I mean, Gertie's side of the story. He doesn't really know everything that happened. Bitch. I'm like, really? So what is Nartina Navratilova over there listening to besides you? The goats? The babies? I'm not sure. So Gertie proved without a shadow of a doubt that when she had that water thrown on her at Marisol's wedding reception that had about 40 people there, it was in a public venue. And Julia was carrying on and on about her lies. And you can see her face in this picture, in this thumbnail. If you guys look close, that's the look she has whenever she's around Gertie. She's like, she puts this look on her face to make her look so, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so burdened by being around her. I'm so, oh my, my light is gone because of this black woman while I just adopted these black kids. I'm gonna keep saying it. Because when this first happened, you guys, I called that shit. I called it. So when this first happened, when the season first opened and they said that she was going to be adopting kids, the first episode, they didn't show us the kids, remember? And then the first episode, though, she started bullshit with Gertie. And I told my chat, you guys can go back and look at it. I said, I bet these kids are black for some reason. And that's part of why she's treating Gertie like this. Is she's high-key jealous. She's high-key jealous of Gertie. And so she's trying to abuse Gertie for being able to birth what she just adopted. I said it. Because there's no reason in my mind, and I didn't even know this was tea from before season 6 reunion is when this whole cruise happened, you guys. The cruise happened before season 6 reunion. We're in season 7. Okay, so if this was an issue, she could have brought this up at the reunion for season 6. Did Julia bring anything up? No, because she was plotting on what fake police report to make against Gertie because there wasn't a problem. Okay, and now she's making fake problems. So she showed the receipts because Julia told all the Karens of Miami, in the coconut. She told all the Karens of Miami that Gertie used this experience, wasn't there for her, was just using the time to make social media posts and made it all about her. And it was just lies on lies on lies, okay? Because as it turned out, the cruise in question was a celebrity cruise with Bravo celebrities. Gertie had just left the freaking cruise with her husband, Russell. And Captain Sandy was the captain of the cruise, like a celebrity, all the stuff, right? All these Bravo celebrities. And so she had just left the cruise when she gets a call from Julia talking about Martina can't go with me on the cruise. Can you please come with me? I really want you to come. Begged her to come. And she's like, well, I just got back, but I'll definitely, hey, I just got back. Let me tell Russell, I'll accompany you, no problem. So they go back. She hadn't even unpacked her bags. She goes back to the cruise with Julia, only for Julia to leave her out of certain events. So she asked her to accompany her in Martina's place. So that means I get to go where you go. Because if Martina was just about to go, then I'm about to go where Martina was about to go. Because you asked me to accompany you in place of Martina. So they get on the boat out in the middle of the water. And she starts acting funny style, Julia. She's like, oh, well, you can't come here. Oh, well, you can't go there. And on this really important night, Gertie shows up to the thing and they were supposed to be having dinner with Captain Sandy. And she's like, oh, I just got here, Julie. She had to text her. She's like, Julie, I'm on the boat and they're telling me that I'm not able to sit at the table. And Martina was like, oh, yeah, they gave Julia was like, oh, they gave Martina's seat away. So Gertie was like, okay, fine. So she just went to another area and she was doing content and she was enjoying her best Black life, right? Her melanated goddess life. And just filling her time. So now 2 years later, well, a year later, because this happened before season 6 reunion, we're in season 7, so about a year ago, no, everything was fine. They get home, everything's fine. And now we start filming this season. And Julia just won't let go. She's like a Russian spy at this point with intel for the KGB. Am I getting my countries wrong? And she was not letting go of this lie, this fabricated lie that she made up in her head, blew up to Martina, and now she's presenting it to us on Bravo via NBC Universal. Okay? And it's all against the creator of mitochondrial DNA, a Black woman. Okay? So I'm like, what the heck is going on with NBC that they keep allowing their platforms to be utilized to undermine Black women's status in the world by producing us, by editing us, by doing all these types of things where we're constantly made out to be the aggressors, even during the being a victim of assault. Okay? It's crazy. And my son, he told me when I was all stuck on Love Island last week, he told me, Mom, it's a government psyop against Black people. And I clearly see it now because all the media is in on it. All the whole media is in on this psyop against Black people and against Black women. Now, you know that saying that they say Black women are the least protected? Yeah, and it's for a reason because we have the DNA. Our womb is life. Our womb created all this shit. All this shit. Look it up. Who's the first person? Black people. Oh my God. So does that mean if it all started from a Black woman's womb and whatever? We don't even have to go back that far. But we're all people, okay? And it just so happens that if you have mitochondrial DNA, then you're able to, from 2 Black people, make a white and a Black person. It's one of the only people that can do that. Okay? And melanin is a superconductor of energy. It's a UV protector, it's antibacterial, and if you have enough neuromelanin, then you're not getting Parkinson's. So they want to be us so bad, yet they cannot be us. And then we get persecuted for their desire to be what they can't be. That's what I'm figuring out anyway. That was a whole other lesson. But back to Real Housewives of Miami, because all of it's relative, because it all leads back to racism. Yeah, all of this is racism. Allowing for NBC and Bravo to allow Julia to make up lies on Gertie for 7 episodes. Go unchecked. Production didn't stop. Nothing stopped when Gertie got assaulted. Nobody made her be accountable. She's continued in lies and deceit towards Gertie. And now that Gertie told the truth and proved her a fucking liar, the same woman who did nothing when Gertie got assaulted, all of a sudden have a moral compass, and her revealing that she's not the liar the white lady is a dark, disgusting act to prove the white lady a liar. How dare you prove this white colonizer lady a liar? How dare you, you Haitian queen? How dare you? But I'm with Gertie. You see the look on Gertie's face? I'm with Gertie. I'm just so pleased. I'm so pleased. And Julia, you're going to have to look a lot more forlorn for me to buy it, because all of this is self-imposed by your freaking lies on Gertie. So the text revealed that, in fact, Julia begged Gertie to go. Gertie did not ask to go, which was part of Julia's lie, was that Gertie wanted to go on this trip she just left with her husband. Gertie wanted this. And then she gets there and she left me by myself and was only making content. Made it all about her. That's what the lies were coming out of this white lady's mouth. It was lie after lie after lie. And to lie like that, you have to think about that shit, or you're just a pathological fucking liar. So I don't know that if you wait to be 60 whatever to be a pathological liar, is this really the year you need to adopt 2 black kids? And if you're assaulting black women, then are these black children safe around you? I'm going to say it. Because it seems like you got a problem with black for no reason. From what I understand, Julia either likes black in her or to be, yeah, I said it. They say that when Julia does go get her peen, it's usually black, you guys. Yeah, that's what they say. That's the legend has it. She likes big black peens inside of her. But that does not mean that you like black. Okay? And I feel it's dangerous for people who are anti-black in their heart to have access to children who are black. Like, how is she going to raise them? Who's going to do their hair? Who's going to teach them about their blackness? Because in this world, it matters, especially if you're raised by a Russian bot. It's going to matter. You're going to need to know how to identify in this world, because they might treat you one way, but as soon as you're not with the white people, your 2 black sons are about to get treated black. Perhaps. Who's going to prepare them for that, Julia? Who? Not Gertie, since you're assaulting her and lying on her. That's not Gertie's job to do that. No. Okay? And the way that production just lets all of this go on. And then the way the other Karens of Miami, Marisol, Alexia, and Kiki is actually acting like a coconut to me this year, you guys. And she's running after these white ladies a lot over her Haitian sister. Okay? Colonized much? I'm not sure. I don't know. But I would expect her to have her Haitian sisters back way better, considering after all the shit these Karens put Kiki through last year. Okay? They assaulted Kiki. Didn't somebody throw something on Kiki last year too? But this year, Kiki's like, oh, Gertie, you're too much, right along with the white ladies. It's not okay. So she proves that Julia's a liar, and that's the look on Julia's face. And Julia has the nerve to be like, I thought this was about cancer. Actually, you're not paying attention, bitch. She said this was a celebration of life. She didn't say nothing about this was a cancer drive to raise money for no cancer. She said it was a celebration that she made it through cancer. But you're so interested in yourself that your ears can't even hear this black woman talking, telling her truth, because you're so busy pre-gaming your next lie against this black mother who's a cancer survivor like your wife. She says she survives cancer. Everybody else is clapping, and Julia is looking like, oh, I went through this with Martina already. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. But is it all good? Gertie's not safe in that space. And Alexia and Julia and Marisol, the Karens of Miami, they all need timeouts. But in true Bravo style, I bet they end up with a fucking spinoff. Or in true Bravo style, what they'll do is get rid of Gertie because she's the sane one. You know, they love a good con and a racist over there at freaking Bravo, and they get rid of the real ones. Anyway, that's an opinion, allegedly. So I am going to now play the aftermath of the proof being shown that Julia is a bona fide Russian spy liar. Okay? And when she revealed that she, in no uncertain terms, was what Julia purported her to be, she said, I need to set the record straight. Some things have been said about my character lately, and I'm going to set the record straight. And when she said that, you know, those white ladies got up and left because she was speaking truth to power. You know, the white ladies don't like that. They don't like it. No. Oh my God. So Gertie getting assaulted, they all just sat there. Nobody said shit. And as a black woman, that was very triggering to watch. Her be at a table full of women that claim to support other women, but when the black woman is getting assaulted, everybody just sits there. Nobody passed her a tissue. Nobody checked on her. Nobody told Julia that was wrong. Nobody told Julia to stop. Nobody did shit when that happened to Gertie. So now Gertie knows that she's in a boat by herself. So what is Gertie gonna do? Oh, fine, I'll have a party. I'll invite these bitches to the party where I'll protect myself and set the record straight for myself, since these bitches want to act like everything the Russian spy says could be true. And I keep calling her a Russian spy because the lady who's pictured next to her, Alexia, not the Cuban Barbie, was the one that reminded us that Julia was a Russian escort. Remember? She came on the show, and Alexia was quick to be like, oh yeah, your type, you Russian escort, you. Remember that? And now Julia wears Alexia as an ass helmet, you guys. Isn't that interesting? Go from a Russian escort to an ass helmet wearer of the same person. Anyway, and Alexia doesn't like Gertie either. She's been saying a lot of stuff about Gertie too. And I feel like Alexia needs to go back and get with Todd and put Todd's place where she likes Todd. That's what she needs to go get under Todd or on top of Todd and leave Gertie alone, because you're barking up the wrong tree, bitch. Okay? That's wrong. Alexia, Gertie hasn't done nothing to you except for survive cancer. And you're like, oh, you're too much. Oh, she thinks she's the only one that can do any. That's what I'm saying. All these people, the Karens, all think they're the only ones that can act, say, do, exist any way they want to exist. And as soon as a black lady says anything back, then, oh my God, you're so gross. You're so disgusting. How could you prove this white lady lied on you? And we have receipts, but we're going to run out of this establishment instead of even look at the receipts to prove that the lady who we were so invested in getting and supporting is a full-on bona fide fucking liar, full of alternative facts, and that she's been lying to us for 7 episodes. But we're going to go out here and cry with her, black woman, because what you did was wrong to embarrass this white lady at your event. This is a public event. That's what Marisol's good sour liver ass had. Marisol, how's your liver? That's what I'm going to say every time, Marisol. I almost liked you this season, but from now on, it's how's your liver, Marisol? How's that working out for you? Because it was your wedding reception where a whole assault happens and you did nothing. And now you get to another event and you're like, oh my God, this is at an event and everything. Yeah, it has the same number of people that was at your wedding reception. 40 people there, 40 people here, public event there. Public venue there, public venue here. Lies and assault at yours. Truth and healing at Gertie's. But Gertie's wrong. I didn't even put Marisol's liver up here. I didn't even put her picture up here. Next time from now on, you guys, if you ever see a liver on the thumbnail with the Real Housewives of Miami, just know that's Marisol, a liver. I might put a liver with a freaking, I don't know, with an eye patch. That would be a great graphic. I'm going to put a liver with an eye patch next time I make a thumbnail with Marisol. It's going to be a liver with a $ eye patch. That's how you'll know, okay? Because it was very hard to watch and stomach the amount of macroaggressions towards Gertie. She's not safe in this place. All those bitches will tell the police the wrong report. All of them. Every last one of them will tell the wrong report. They'll all be like, oh my God, Gertie's a liar, whatever Julia said. All of them. They all left the building and stood outside and were like, I can't be a part of this. Oh my God, this is, it was so hard to watch. But then Stephanie Shonja, the one who changed her name to her husband's last name before she was even married to him, that one. Let me see. I might be able to play that for you later. But Stephanie ends up being like, I think I want to stay. I don't know the whole side of the story. Why are you guys leaving? Like, I'm going to stay, get both sides of the story. I don't know everything, so I'm going to stay. So then Alexia, I told you, the not Cuban Barbie, she's high-key racist, you guys. Alexia is racist and anti-black, in my opinion. Alexia is racist and anti-black. And people might be like, oh, that's just the Latin culture. Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay? Everybody can get some. Okay? And just because she has blonde hair and blue eyes, she's still Cuban. She's an immigrant. I don't know. I don't know how she feels like she can just walk around being anti-black in a country founded by black people. I'm not sure how that works in her psyche with her freaking selective moral. Okay? I don't know how that works. But she has very much of a problem. She wants everybody to isolate Gertie and keep Gertie by herself. And that's very dangerous to me. So we're going to listen to the aftermath of the women leaving the party.
I'm going to say neutral to the situation. Neutral? I think it was very wrong, Marisol. It's very rude and very distasteful to have displayed the text messages. But at the same time, I just want to hear both sides. You come from one side to the other.
So Stephanie, that was Stephanie So just saying that she just wants to hear both sides. And then here comes the confrontational Todd writer. That's what we call her. Oh wait, what is that over there? The confrontational Todd writer. Will that work? The confrontational Todd writer. She's literally straight up tells this woman that even though you don't know both the sides, you need to pick a side, and you can't come out here and check on us why we left the place and then go back in there and check on the black lady. That's basically what she's saying. Listen.
And you have to stand your ground. So if you want to be neutral and you want to go in there and kiss Gertie's ass, and you do that.
So that is a white lady. Well, she gets to check a white box. She's Cuban. She gets to check a white box, and she just told this other woman who's new to the group, doesn't know, and only knows now that these are true. The text messages prove your girl that you're standing by is a bona fide liar, Russian spy. And you're telling her that if you want to go kiss her ass, now that she revealed the truth, it's called kissing ass because you want to go back in there with the person that's not the liar? Really? Okay, NBC, we see this. Look, they're programming people who have access to Real Housewives of Miami that you need to triangulate and isolate black women when they expose white women as liars. That's what the message is here. That's what the programming is here. That's what the psyop is here. Listen to this shit. My son told me.
Okay, Alexia, calm down. There's a difference between kissing someone.
No,
Yes, don't
but
come
you're
and kissing
saying like,
Gertie's
oh, I have
ass.
to come in here or I have to go
I'm
out
not.
there.
If you feel
you need to go in with Gertie
and
and
kiss
do
her
that.
ass.
So if you feel you need to go in there with Gertie, who just revealed that this bitch I'm standing next to is a bona fide fucking liar, then you go ahead. It's the wrong thing to do. You're kissing her ass if you go in there with the woman who just proved that we all are Karens. We're all Karens and will make a false police report and believe anything this white lady says because she's a Russian spy.
And then
That's
do
not
that.
what I was doing,
Okay, well, what
Alexia.
were you doing? Being neutral?
I'm not kissing anyone's ass. You need to shut the fuck up. I am tired of you barking.
Because you sit next to me to attack me to talk
No,
about
I
my
didn't.
marriage.
Attack your marriage.
If you feel
And Gertie's never attacked her marriage. I don't know why they let this lady on our show. Everybody in her life is toxic. Her ex-husband, Alexia, I'm talking about now. Alexia. Her ex-husband is a bona fide, in jail, served time for being a pedophile and a drug dealer. Like the cocaine cowboy is her cousin, you guys. And she's sitting here telling this woman to not go interact with somebody who's an upstanding, loved community member who's never been involved in drug trafficking or pedophilia whatsoever. But you're wrong for wanting to go hang out with a person that has morals, Stephanie. And by the way, why are you talking about my fraud ass husband?
You need to go in with Gertie
and kiss her ass.
And then
That's
do
not
that.
what I was doing.
Okay, well, what were you doing? Being neutral?
Yes, I was trying to understand the friend group. I'm
nothing.
new to this. I just want to be neutral. What's wrong with being neutral? What's wrong with being
there's no wrong
Switzerland?
with it.
Maybe this is your norm because you're married to a
No,
crazy
no,
guy that
it's
made you
not.
think.
Yeah, and I agree. Like maybe this is Alexia's norm. Alexia. This is her norm to be heel biting. Like she's the kind of person, Alexia reminds me of when somebody runs the fucking shopping cart up on your Achilles heel and doesn't apologize and is hell of annoying. That's Alexia.
That this is a norm. Oh my God,
Leave my husband out of it. Leave my husband out of it. 'Cause if
Todd's not staying out of it. I feel like Todd is still fair game. He's making videos right now today. And he just blew Stephanie all the water last week. So we're not leaving Todd out of anything. Todd is a public figure. And listen to what Alexia says right here. She said, if your marriage was so good, you wouldn't be in this shit show, meaning this show, period. So that tells me that a lot of the marriages that we see come on this show, just like we thought, a lot of the marriages that we see come on this show are not in the best position. Like it's desperate people kind of come on here. Your life isn't all honky-dory, no money problems, no marital issues. There's something afoot. If you're coming on TV to take this $100,000, there must be something wrong with your marriage. Listen to what Alexia says.
Greg, you were not big part of the show. Am I talking about Masood? No. Okay, so then let's keep it that way. Don't tell me that I'm kissing anyone's ass.
don't make it about you and I.
I'm not. I'm sorry, you're very sensitive. This is why I don't get along with sensitive people.
So why is Alexia attacking this woman for wanting to go be in the room with somebody who just said that they revealed the truth?
You want to sit there and be sensitive. It doesn't work because I'm not sensitive. Everyone's always getting their panties in a bunch. Unbunch them. Unbunch them. Let's go. Let's move on. Alexia, you got to be careful how you speak to me sometimes.
Okay.
So that we can both be
You
safe
with me, Stephanie, because you come for me every single time you're next to me.
So you do need to watch how you talk to people. You're not the only one who can get hyphy, bitch.
Talk about Todd. All I had said about Todd was that the party was rooted from the idea from Todd. I will never bring Todd up.
And it was rooted from the idea of Todd. She looks like one of those barracuda fish, by the way.
Again, I'm on my way home, darling.
And then listen to how Julia's talking here after she got found out to be a liar. Listen to her voice. Oh, I've been so attacked. She sounds and looks like a wet dog right now. Oh my God. The black lady attacked me and revealed I'm a liar. Oh, darling, I'm on my way home. Listen to her voice. It's so like, I'm so fragile right now. Yeah, white fragility is what you are right now, Julia.
Please don't fall asleep. I'll be home soon.
We don't want to talk about our husband.
We don't want to talk about our husband. I don't want to talk about it.
On the other shows, we have to talk about the husbands. What about the husbands?
Exactly. But it's also about me being saying that I'm kissing someone else. You have to understand. Just like.
And then this is a great shot. Ooh, I'm going to take a screenshot because I finally see it. That facelift is whack. That facelift is whack. They fucked up. Her ears fucked up. Ear lifts. They need to do like a ear lift too or something. Because Larsa was looking so weird to me. I was like, why does she look so weird? I don't know. It's just looking weird. Very distracting to even look at. I'm like, are her fillers melting? Did something happen? She was looking very pulled. She kind of looked like that blonde-haired Muppet. That, yeah. Anyway, so, but you can see right here that they did a facelift on her because her ear is pulled over the flap of her ear, and her ears are looking very elfy this year, and it was very distracting. I was like, is that a fairy? But is that a fairy? And then for Alexia, why is Alexia so invested in Gertie not having any support? once she's been proven to not be a liar. Interesting. It seems like you should be running to the side of truth and honesty, unless you also are a freaking black-hearted bitch like Alexia and Julia who just want to go around lying on melanin goddesses.
Listen to me. Just listen to me. We expected to come to this church to celebrate Gertie. We're in a church. This is a church.
And see how Larsa just said we expected to come to this church to celebrate Gardy. The venue is a church, bitch. They all know it's a venue. They know it's a venue. You can look inside the event and see there's not a pulpit in sight, bitch. It's a full, it says on the marquee, the sanctuary venue. And you see how they're trying to play like Gertie defiled a church by telling the truth in church. That would be a defiling of a church in America, because you guys pray to white Jesus, and it says that his skin is bronze and his hair is woolly. So hey, maybe it is a church.
Church? No, this is like my mom old church.
So here's the sign. It says Sanctuary Mimo, the event venue you've been waiting for. On the outside, it doesn't even have a cross on the top anymore. And they're high key trying to play Gertie off like she used a church, like using a church to tell the truth on a fucking liar, on a demon. To exorcise a demon at church would have been the appropriate place, actually. But none of these bitches would know that.
What denomination is this church?
What are we doing? What are we?
So, and then this is Marisol acting all confused and flabbergasted. Her gabs are flaccid. How's your liver, Marisol? Her gabs are flaccid because she's like, what are we doing? We're in a church? Oh my God. What about, but we were just at a venue for your wedding, which is even more of a, that's an awesome sacred event also. But you didn't have none of this reaction when a woman got assaulted at your thing. You didn't have no confessional showing me, oh my God, we're in an event. Oh my God, we're in a pine. None of that was shown, Marisol. So you can keep your Karen behavior. You and your liver can keep your Karen behavior.
Doing? No. It's just a no.
Do I think you're too good for Todd? Yes. Does it matter to you? No. I never want to hurt your feelings about the Todd. I don't. But I'm never bringing him up again. Mark my words. I'm never bringing him up. Hey, I'm going to say neutral to this.
So that's what, so Gertie tells the truth in this group of friends, in this group of friends, right, my bad, in this group of friends. And the friends, instead of support her, run outside, villainize her, bash her, triangulate and isolate her by making other people feel they should not go and deal with her, talk to her, listen to her, be around her. This is all high-key narcissistic abuse, you guys, in a room full of Karens, which is steeped in racial bias, okay? And these are macroaggressions that we're seeing play out in our face for entertainment, again, at the hands of NBC. I'm like, what is NBC for? No blacks or coloreds? I'm not sure. But that's how they're given. Letting all these Karens run amok for entertainment purposes is programming other Karens to run amok in real life. And then I have to deal with a motherfucking Karen. Really, God? Okay. Okay.
What is your take on Larsa's wanting Lisa to unfollow Marcus?
I think I'll let Lisa answer that at the reunion.
Okay.
But there's a double standard there that is completely qualified, and yeah, you'll see.
Oh, did Larsa not unfollow Lenny?
Wasn't Larsa still talking to Kanye after their breakup?
Oh,
With Kim K?
Oh,
Remember
we're
that?
getting into that.
Remember
this is like
he called me every night.
Yes.
He called me every night, and I was talking to him till 3 in the morning.
Oh, I forgot.
And then I got scared that he kept calling me, and I told him to stop calling me. It was a whole thing. I thought there was a whole interview, I remember. So I'm just double standard, maybe?
Double standard always.
One, two, three.
Let's see. So then, I was trying to get some more audio for us on that. But that was pretty much it. So then the episode ends. Oh, and then we get to see them with the black kids. That was hard to watch. Julia couldn't even pick that baby up. It was hard to watch. She went to pick up the baby and almost fell over. It was weird. I don't know. I don't know. I really have an issue with her abusing black women and then having access to black children. Hey, look. And then she blames it on, so now all this is out that she's a bona fide fucking liar. And Julia went on her Instagram and did a dissertation about, and tried to make excuses for being racist and being an assaulter and committing crimes against black women. Okay. Let's see. I think that was it. Wait. Oh, no, it's this one. Is this one too? Yeah, let's listen to this one.
We're talking about Todd. We had a party for him. We did? The Greek party. The Greek party.
Oh, it wasn't for him. It was for
Gertie!
Todd. We had a party for him. We did? The Greek party. The Greek party.
Oh, it wasn't for him.
I'm trying to get the audio of her actually saying, oh, this is what I'm doing. But there's not a clip of that. But you know what there's a clip of? So excited to share with you guys. Gertie has been on a press tour because I don't even feel like talking about those Karens anymore. But Gertie went on Page 6. She's been doing all kind of tours. Let's see, can we get some of it? And she's been further explaining her side. And I think we should listen to some of that. Let me do a search for Gertie. Because she was doing an interview with those guys. Yep, here she is. July 24th, Gertie was on the Page 6 getting interviewed. So we're going to listen to some of that. And then I'm going to tell you guys about Kenya Moore Hair Spa. We think it's closing, you guys.
I walk into a room, it's like, hey, oh my God, you look amazing. And to call that extra is kind of like, you want to find something wrong, right?
So we're going to listen to this. Let me put it on speed up. You guys can hear it
Gertie Abrera from the
also.
Real Housewives of Miami. Danny and I are so excited to chat. And we're so excited to chat about some exciting news you just dropped on Watch What Happens Live.
Drop it like it's hot.
We're an
Drop it like
author.
it's hot.
This is so exciting.
I'm an author.
Can you believe it?
Yay! Gertie's
Yes,
an
I
author, you
can.
guys.
Did you manifest this? Was this always on the vision board to write a book?
I wasn't ready to write it after I got diagnosed, of course, and it took me a while. But then when I was ready, it wrote itself. It was like Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, wow. Now,
Yeah.
did all your castmates know you're writing the book, or is this a surprise to them too?
This is a surprise to the world, darling.
Oh.
We keep things internal, and until we're ready to give birth.
I love that.
It's a girl.
Yes!
Look, and I was just talking about our mitochondrial creating DNA. And look, she...
From trauma to trophies and the
Yes.
unforeseen events that redefine me. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. So what can fans expect from the book?
Relatability, where I'm sharing with you and going back and rewinding the clock to the very beginning. Because I get the sense that people think like, okay, she got cancer, she's perfect. Oh my God, look at her, she looks amazing. What is she complaining about? Put her wig on. And they don't understand these layers. Why is she so extra? You're gonna get to understand why from the very beginning.
I like extra. I'm extra. The rest of you guys are boring as fuck.
As a child and what happened to me then that made me like be so on and made me so controlling.
Let me
my
make
life
sure
and
you
the
can hear
people
it.
around it. So tragedies and traumas and things like that. And it doesn't sit there. We don't sit in our shit. We say to ourselves, what do we do and make of it? And that's when I said, I hate my name Gertie. But wait, all this stuff, Gertie fine. Like that. Gertie, you twist it, you turn it around, and then you make it work for you. So whatever you handed, you say, thank you, God, be grateful, turn it around, and make it do what it do.
Yeah.
And that's what I
Lemons
did.
out of lemonade.
I'm still doing
You are doing it.
Working on it.
And also, I always say, why do people call
Wait a minute. I have comments. Let me see. Palaver says she can hear. Thanks for coming through, Palaver. And what about Carmono? Caramono. His reaction was so weird. I don't know who Caramono was. Is that the guy who was with her at Watch What Happens Live? I don't know. Allie from Miami's back. Thanks for coming through. Thanks, you guys.
You extra. Would they want you to be
I
basic?
don't think I have a mirror.
Yeah, no, because you're like, what is the alternative?
Here's the deal. Extra could be to people in a way like, oh my gosh, they can't handle it, right? But it's good intended. When I walk into a room, it's like, hey, oh my God, you look amazing. And to call that extra is kind of like, you want to find something wrong, right?
They do, Gertie.
And the fact of the matter is that you're in the same room with people, and I find that the rules change for different people. So it's kind of like,
Oh, she does notice that the rules change if you have melanin.
this girl's not is the truth teller, and she's gonna tell it like it is. So you know what? You're too extra, and you need to tone it down. I feel that people want to be around people that maybe they can control. People want to be around, yes mans and people who go along to get along. And I'm never gonna be that friend, and it's okay. So to label me something that you also are is interesting, but that's okay.
Do you feel, because you were just talking about some people, just want to be a yes man and fall into place to get approval? Are we feeling that about Julia this season? Because
There's a lot to say about Julia, but I think her actions speak for itself, and I don't need to label her because she's labeled herself with everything that she's done this season.
Yeah, Karen
You can
is a
see
great
clearly
label.
what she's all about, and that's her testimony, and that's fine. I'm not here to judge people, but don't come judging over here.
Right, don't do it,
Now,
bitch.
That's all right.
This latest episode, it was a big one for you. You had your
It's a big one.
celebration of life
Yeah.
party, and you decided to take the opportunity to share more of your truth as it pertained to the Julia situation. What inspired you to do that?
Yeah. So this party, number one, let's make it clear, it's a celebration of life. The Knot magazine asked me to grace the cover.
Yes.
So if you actually zoom out, because there was a lot of close shot, which was interesting, but if you zoom out to the establishing shot and also go to my Instagram where the full picture is, you'll see that it's very heavily branded with the Knot stamp everywhere, because they hosted the party for me, and they said, Gertie, do what you want with this party. This is your celebration. And the article talks about me pursuing this new happiness and this new version. So now you have me at my party, and I get to talk about my testimony. So yes, the C word is going to be mentioned a lot. Yes, at my party, I'm going to have girls who went through cancer too with me. Does it make it a charity, a cancer charity? No. It makes it a party that celebrates things that you've gone through and things that you're going to go through.
But when you're trying to create a narrative, of course it was a charity, because then Julia can be like, oh my God, you use this time at a charity. It's supposed to be about the mission, to further victimize the villain. Okay? We see clear as day. It's so crazy that we have to see.
So for people to create a version of the lies of my party versus the truth that it really was is interesting, because I've never seen so much passion in some of my castmates towards you shouldn't have done it at your party. Oh, and it used to be a church, but let's pretend it's a church now. And it's a church?
Why do you think that they reacted that way? Because a lot of the housewives...
Because they're
walked out of the
racist.
party once the text
They're
messages were
racist.
shown. Lisa and Adriana stood back. It seems like Steph didn't
Yes,
really
Stephanie
know which
was-
way to go,
yeah.
but she eventually came back. Were you surprised that Alexia and Marisol, Larsa, Kiki, they all stepped away?
By the way, those are the same people that were at the wedding, and they all stepped in March outside of my party in unison. Like, we're leaving? Mine. I feel like I was watching Finding Nemo. It's like everyone's like, it was fascinating, but it didn't surprise me, because I'm like, yeah, that's about right. Okay. And then the people who stayed are the people who want to critically think, the people who can read and did read. And then they were like, ooh, that's not what she said. That's not the version she penned. You don't get to continue to disrespect me, to gaslight me and act like I did things to you that are imaginary, but you want to spin. And the spinning is spinning out of control. And they walked out me.
Look, shout out to the spinners. Team Twirl, you might need to just go over to the Real Housewives of Miami and find a new twirler, because these ladies be spinning this shit over here. So anybody from Team Twirl, since your girl's not going to be on TV anymore, if you need a new leader, then you might want to go over to Miami and pick a racist. Pick a Karen.
because the truth was there, and that's not the truth that they wanted to hear. And they made their own version of it and started to slander my party and myself as well. They like that version of
Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking maybe that some of those women, like Marisol and Alexia, they don't want a reason to dislike Julia because Julia has become closer friends with them, which makes Adriana upset. I'm just trying to follow logic.
Evan,
do you
you
know
may
what
be
I'm
up to something.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because if Julia becomes the enemy, they can't use her to make Adriana upset, and I think that they like putting that wedge in there.
Look, this Ginger has a point. So they want Julia to be wearing Alexia as an ass helmet and have Marisol as a puppet master because they're really trying to get to Adriana, who's like the one down here on the thumbnail with the brunette hair who's looking up at the picture. You know, Adriana. Miami's hot, 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 hot fire. Miami's hot, 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 hot fire. Yeah, that's Adriana, right? So they've been trying to get her off this. They are so mad she came back. And now that they're going through it, they've been really on Adriana's ass for a long time, ever since she was living on the houseboat with the guy. They mad. And now she came back with a Frenchie this season, and Todd is going through it. Marisol, she should just stick to loving Steven because this is a lot. Miami's hot, hot, y'all. Hot, hot fire.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to look real stupid when I really expose everything else around this. Because
are there more receipts?
My friends,
you're like, we're at CVS, baby.
I was called a psychopath crazy. I remember at the wedding party, she's like, oh, she's psychopath, she's crazy. That's the name that you gave me, acting like I'm a psychopathic liar, when everything that I have is the truth and nothing but the truth. So there's a pattern of me telling the truth, and there's a pattern of someone else telling only lies, and it only gets deeper. And so when you say that there's a motive for them to want to stay friends with her, to keep her close, that's actually very valid. But then it's kind of like, to what end are you willing to go to perpetrate the lies? Because it's gonna get to the point where they're gonna say, oh, we don't know her. So now we're Tia Alexia, and then when we hear more about some things about these people, you're gonna say, I don't know her, I don't know them. And that's the point. So you want to take the truth now while you can, or you want to continue digging deeper and being complicit with the lies?
Because it's really interesting. Because next episode, it seems that you.
That is a great point. I'm so glad she's letting us know that these Karens are just going to dig their heels in. Just like when Stassi Schroeder, who they're trying to navigate to get on the valley now that Jax Taylor's racist, womanizing, misogynistic ass is off the show because he needs rehab one more time for the vein in his forehead to go down. So now they're trying to stuff Stassi Schroeder and her bow down our throat, and that bitch still hasn't apologized right for calling the police on black women and then going on podcasts bragging about it. And then she wrote a book and tripled down on it to the point where Faith Stowers sued her ass recently, like in the last 2 years, sued her because in her next book she still doubled down on, it could be true. We don't even know. It could be true. Bitch, you got proven that the shit was a lie. You got fired for you lying on her. There was a huge reckoning at Bravo where they fired Stassi, Kristen, Jax, Max, Brittany, and the other one, all for being high-key racist. And, and now you want them back? That's because Nene got her settlement, you guys. That was the only way to get Nene's settlement, was to let these so Nene getting her settlement opened the door for all the people they fired before to come back, which is what they did. They couldn't wait to have racists back under the Bravo banner. Especially bona fide racists who bragged about calling the police on a black woman and nothing ever even happened to her. Ooh, she needs a spinoff quick, God. Hurry up and get this bitch a spinoff. Oh, and now we're going to let Kristen Doughty come back. Kristen was in on the shits calling the police on Faith Stour, and they let her have a spinoff. So in true fashion, when you're a racist, a lying ass, Karen-esque racist, you're going to dig your heels in, especially if there's a camera involved.
this time with Dr. Nicole, who we are so excited
To see
to
back on the
see.
show.
I hope you were
For
excited.
me.
For you,
Yes.
yes.
For me.
Right.
That's my baby.
We're so happy
Yes.
you had her back on the show, and she seems so confused about what's going on.
We all are. I feel like I'm in the Truman Show.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
guys, where are the cameras? Help me. No one wants to
No,
help me.
because clearly you and Dr. Nicole have been staying tight with her not filming.
She understands she's isolated at this point. No one wants to help me, she just said.
Are her and Julia still good, or?
Oh yeah, because they were kind of tight-ish.
Yeah, but Julia was moving funny from season 6, guys.
Were there red flags?
Julia was moving funny from season 6, and let's be honest, is Nicole best friends with Alexia and Marisol? So when Julia, get it?
Oh.
Get it?
Wow, we're connecting some dots.
And just another little exclusive. Like I told you, the cruise happened before season 6 reunion.
That's
how far back this
That's
goes.
crazy.
And that
I told you. So the cruise happened before season 6 reunion, you guys. And Julia took this, made all these lies up, and took this, and now here we are. And now here we are. And a year later is making all these lies to slander, libel, defame Gertie, a cancer survivor. Like, she just rung the bell right before she went on this cruise that they're talking about. Okay, she just rung the bell in the chemo ward right before they went on this cruise, and this is how the Russian escort repays her. And I'm not sure when they let Russian escorts start adopting toddlers.
the reunion, you obviously see that she's like, I'm on Gertie's side, Larsa,
Yeah.
you know, and we go to dinner that same evening. We never talked about the cruise. It was never an issue. And then a year hiatus passes, the camera picks up, and the Zoom call. What? But here's the truth. Oh, let me try something else. Oh, the cruise. But you don't get
Why?
You don't get to
But why
pay
do
my
you-
face anymore.
Why do you think that she made you a target? Because you guys have history, you know, the
Grace,
cancer
and she knows
connection
me. She
and just
knows me.
right. I just
She was by my bedside through it all, and so she knows that it's like she's so like the way I work is like let time the truth will tell itself. The old Gertie, and she thought I get to take get a heads up on slandering her and like having people look at her like, yeah, she makes everything about her and she's a liar. Let me tell you about the truth. So it's like I'm watching it like a fan. I'm literally watching it like this. What? She said this behind my back? Wait, what? All these scenes of she's not my safe space anymore. But then you say we were never good friends. But I was the first call to get on the cruise. And you didn't call Adriana, your best friend? You called me?
And that's interesting too. So remember when we first started talking about Real Housewives of Miami this season, I did mention that I was very upset that at the language, the coded language that Julia, the white lady, was putting on Gertie, her alleged friend, by saying that she was not safe. So that implies this black lady is dangerous, that she was coming after her. She was attacking her. All of these high key macro aggressive words to label this black woman as an angry, dangerous, aggressive black lady when it's all been the white colonizer, Russian escort, Julia.
What do you make of the Julia versus Adriana situation, and who do you think is at more fault for the
Right
demise
now you're
of?
seeing it brew,
Yeah.
right? The coffee's brewing, and you see that Adriana is giving her grace. The next episode, after she threw the water in my face, she's being celebrated at her baby shower. By the way, by Adriana. So Adriana has been giving her grace until you're gonna see Adriana ask questions for her after my party. Adriana didn't walk out, and she goes outside and says, "Julia, do you have any
Receipts or
versions of the text?"
Right, I thought that was very fair and very valid.
Show them. Go back in there and show your truth. If liars walk out, truth tellers don't. Why are you walking out? Now some people don't like to hear the truth because truth hurts. And that's the beginning of the beginning of the beginning. This mark you that this party of mine, episode 7 that just aired, is the center of branching of a lot of new you arguing.
You're the eye of the storm, baby.
Gosh.
Because
You're going to fight the season.
Truth hurts, it looks like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How? Because obviously we see like Alexia and Marisol and them walking out of the party. Are you guys in a good place now? Because they seemed very taken aback after the party, but I feel, were you guys able to get back on smooth sailing?
Okay, so the good thing about it is that I believe that every time that you see me walking into
I think her answer is going to be no, because Marisol and Alexia have got to be a problem on this cast for 7 years. I mean, for 7 seasons. And they've known each other a long time, and they're in cahoots with all of their debauchery and with all of their attacks on other women. They think they're the 2 hottest things walking. And Marisol, how's your liver?
Or whatever, I'm always with a smile on my face. It's like, hey guys, I'm always trying to put my best foot forward, even though 2 weeks ago I got water thrown. 2 weeks ago I was lied on. I'm still trying to say, let's restart.
As is the strength of all us black women, this melanated power and grace. Let me tell you, she should be celebrated, not freaking ostracized and triangulated by these freaking Karens. It's disgusting to watch, and it's high key, high key, not to be confused with tea, triggering. It's very triggering to keep watching. This is what we experience in life all the time.
Another event where we get to start over. So I have dinner with Julia. I apologize for something that I didn't do, but I'll apologize for the sake of moving forward. She only apologized for throwing the water. If you look at the scene, she only apologized for throwing the water, not the lies, nothing, no accountability for her actions. The water and victimizing. And then at the narcissist party, we're not going to talk in front of the girls about our problems randomly. But if somebody hurts you and you still can't get over it, you can't keep playing in my face. The old Gertie would allow you to. I'm not turning the other cheek anymore.
Okay, that's the other thing I wanted to mention, that so I know some people in my life who had cancer, and they feel like their cancer is a direct result of either anger they held on to, or not letting their true emotions out and holding on to some type of something that turned toxic in their body. Now, we know that it could happen from a lot of other things, but people who have been through this, like really on the other side of it, they really try to have their thoughts right. They try to take their truth. They don't let nothing stay inside of them that's toxic or to hold on. That's not for me to hold on to. That's for the world to deal with. You know what I mean? What does it say? LOL. She can hear. You love hearing her doing the seagull sound and Finding Nemo. Oh boy, Larja, you still on Love Island, girl. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of obsessed with their freaking TikTok lives and how Olandria and Clark are kicking it. And did you see Taylor palm Clark's face several times on the live? Something's wrong with Taylor, you guys. Something's wrong with him. I don't know. He practically abused Olandria, and now he's over here with Clark, and he be mushing her face on camera, you guys. It's weird. I don't know how she can even stand him. Maybe she has brothers that play like that, but that's supposed to be your man. I don't want him playing with me like that. I don't know. RHOM and Andriana. Love Island is Andrina. I right? Yeah, Andrina. Yeah. Adriana in this thumbnail is Real Housewives of Miami. Andriana is the lady, the Dominican on Real Housewives. I mean on Love Island. Yeah. Exactly. The 2 crypt keepers think they hot. Yep. Alexia and Marisol, the eye patch in her liver, are not hot. They're not. No worries. Karma's always on time. It is. And I feel like this is going to be their season, their demise. Her man left her, and now you're up here supporting this white woman attacking this black lady. I heard that Alexia is already trying to do a semi cleanup. She never really cleans up. She just thinks that, she can say a fake sorry with her thick accent and that's it. No, bitch, you got some repenting to do, okay? It's weird that they all expect Gertie to live under a different banner.
This is a game over. And these are the boundaries, and we're going to play within these lines. And at my party, it's my party. I can do what I want to.
Amen.
And no one gets to rewrite my truth and spin it and put a cherry on top and say that's what she's serving. No, this is what I'm serving, and it's still on the table. That's it.
It seems
I
like no
heard
matter
that.
what, Lisa and Adriana have been big pillars of support for you. Would you say that those are the two women you've been able to lean on the most throughout
They're
all of this?
amazing. They're amazing because they're open. And when you're open and you're like, you know what, I don't need to walk out and do the cha-cha conga line. I'm going to stay and listen. Just listen. Listen. You'll hear, you'll learn a lot. Like, Larsa, I can't even read. Okay, you can't read. Go home. Like, you know, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like you can't read because it doesn't serve you. So go home.
Maybe she needed the audiobook.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Are you gonna do an audiobook?
Of course I am.
Oh,
Okay, love that.
Your mouth to God's ears. I didn't say it. You did. I'm just saying.
No, I
And
love an
I'm in a better
audiobook.
place with Larsa, by the way. Like, you know, Larsa decided our friendship, we're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it light.
It's easier that way, right?
We're going to keep it light.
Okay, and that's also good because then it's good to have a light friendship with Larsa, so your friendship with Lisa doesn't get too tested because.
Okay, right. Exactly.
Gilded, guided conversations by Gertie.
Right. Oh my god.
Don't let him win.
The mediation was so good. You sitting in the throne. I loved that.
Guys, I had no idea I was sitting on a throne.
It was
promise
fabulous.
you. I was like subconsciously like, well, you know what? Nobody did anything when I was in some mess. So maybe I'm subconsciously, maybe. And I'm over here sitting, Larsa, you guys should talk. And I don't know why. I was so bored. I was like, oh my God, this narcissist party is so boring. And I'm like, okay, Larsa, you heard her. Apologize.
I like that scene when Gertie went and was able to get Lisa and Larsa at least to the same room. Nobody else took the time to do that. And I feel like she was very instrumental in at least making them want to talk alone, where they finally semi-worked it out. You know?
Don't let him win. It was so ridiculous
Do you know what
that
we-
it was so funny. It became funny.
We might need your mediation for another sort of brewing feud-ish in the Miami cast. We had Lisa in recently, and she was telling us, I just don't think Kiki likes me. What is your opinion on that? I don't know. She just has this overall
I know she
feeling.
asked us. I was like, oh, we don't know if
We
likes
don't
her
know.
or not.
What is there a situation there? What's your take on the matter?
Stand down, soldier. We don't want any newbie for this group. The good thing about it is that, guys, you're gonna see us go through these tornadoes and storms, and then there's Spain.
Oh, and
We gotta go.
Do we have fun
a
in
bit up and
Spain?
up. Ish. Yes.
okay.
Yes, but there is more fun in Spain than there is trouble.
Okay.
But you know, everyone's extra in the group. Everyone's too much. So you're gonna get the highs and lows, but we know how to have a good time.
Okay.
And
You do.
you see, you know, that's hope. You know, so we you know, we know how to get down. You know, and we fight hard, we love hard, and that's Miami, honey.
All right.
Right.
We can't wait to watch the rest of the season and also read your book.
I know. I cannot. What?
Her book is Traumas to Trophies. So that was one of the interviews. And she was doing a lot of different interviews. Let me see if I can find this one other one where she doesn't say the exact same thing in every interview. So that's why I would like to share one more thing. And then we're going to get to Kenya Moore. We're going to play Kenya Moore talking about how she won't be returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I already told you all that. As soon as I found out about the revenge porn last year, when Michelle A.T. Alien got uninvited to the Kenya Moore grand closing of her hair spa. Yeah, we found out that everybody was like, was that a penis on the board? Remember? I told you guys she wasn't coming back. I said there's no way. Bravo loves a con and a con artist, but usually only when they're white. When you're a bona fide black con, they're not letting your ass back on here. And she had them get sued for $20 million allegedly. Yeah. You're not coming back on this show, lady. You won't be back.
It was in the back of my mind, like, should I vindicate myself here and now? If not when, if not now, when? That was the question I kept asking myself.
Right.
I've had individual lunches with some people and dinners and shared, this is a full face lie. La 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 la.
Really?
I have had group conversations. I've did everything that I could to make sure that the friends that I thought I had would say, okay, well, this is clear as day. Julia, what is happening? This is a lie. And that fell on deaf ears
So it
for a reason which I still don't understand. So when you're at a point where you're saying it's as if I'm a ghost and I don't matter, and at what point is Gertie 2.0 going to show up for herself? And that's the new version of Gertie. She has boundaries and she's not going to let you tell the narrative of her story for her.
I like that. Let's see. But that's
Clear,
not
it's
the
a celebration
interview.
of life.
Get off here.
The Not magazine.
Okay, there was this. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? She had went on this other one. Where'd it go? Dude. Anyway, if I can't make it play, then we won't. But if you guys go to her page, you'll see that she wasn't lying. The Knot did put the party on. And it's really interesting that these ladies are taking such big steps to lie on this cancer survivor. She's still getting reconstructive surgery from surviving cancer, and these bitches are in cahoots against this melanin goddess. I'm telling you, it's very hard to watch. Very hard to watch. Here, I'm pulling up Kenya's video now. Shelbs, we were in the... How long did you stay over with Richie B last night, Shelbs? Did you come back the second time she got finally back on? I had to tap out around 11:30. I was like, this is way past my bedtime. Yeah. Yeah, Kenya Moore is no more. Kenya Mo is no mo. Kenya Mo is no mo. So I'm glad Gardy's going around calling out the double standards and how these white ladies are trying to triangulate her and how the coconut's in on it. Kiki's in on the shits, you guys. Where's this other clip? Here we go. Okay, so we're going to Kenya Moore hair spa. So it's only a 20-minute video, and we're going to listen to it. Ay, Dios mío. Look, I sound like Marisol's eye patch. Ay, Dios mío. Close this. Close this. Open this. Press that. Thank you guys for coming through. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. We're still hanging out. So if you want to share the video too, that could be fun. Oh, look, Richie just went live too. But I'm live, Richie. I'm not coming over there. I've been on for how long? Oh, 82 minutes. I might be over there later, but I'm over here right now. So I'll just stay over here. I will just stay over here. Okay, so here's our videos. And here is Kenya Moore. She went live today. She wanted us to know. It was just today. She announced it on her own. So like you guys can go over there also and listen to this. And then we'll talk about her eviction. Okay? Because she did get filed for eviction in April.
That's better. Okay, listen.
She got filed on eviction in April, and it's 3 months since the eviction was filed, and I guess it takes 3 months to kick somebody out. So if she just went live from there yesterday and 3 months was up yesterday, then perhaps she got it paid. But Michelle A.T. Alien did report that there was summons served for unpaid rent in the amount of like $26,000 plus something else. And the landlord was suing Kenya Moore and anybody else, et al. Because you know when you do an eviction, you have to put et al. That means and anybody else that's here that we don't know about. Okay, so they did Kenya Moore et al., you guys. But we're going to listen to her talk about her spa one more time. Where she doesn't do C4 hair, as it turns out. She doesn't want to do black people's hair, even though she's a black woman. Interesting. We'll see about your
And I
friend.
read little type, but I'm going to try. How do I make it a little brighter? Just like here. Okay, I can see myself now. Okay. Hey everybody! So coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia, from the Kenya Moore Hair Spa, and we've got customers lined up. Somebody is getting K-tip, somebody's getting a silk press, somebody is getting a takedown, someone is getting a sew-in. It's a really amazing day, and I just want to tell you guys the special that we ran last month was like absolutely incredible. So we had a house full of people. We did sew-ins, we did what else did we do, Sabrina? Quick weaves and silk presses, and we're going to be showing those results soon. And maybe Yanis will let us shave his head so we can do like a man weave on him. You ready, Yanis? No, I'm just kidding. He has a head full of beautiful hair. I don't need some powder though, don't I need some powder. Brooklyn is here too, guys. It's in my bag. I was gonna ask Brooklyn to go grab it for me. Okay, so let's see. First, I want to tell you, we're gonna have another special. Let me get the business out of the way. We're gonna have another special for the salon. We're gonna have another special next Saturday and Sunday. So register now on Gloss Genius so that you can get notifications for the sale, and also for my beautiful Kenya's Couture sale, which is also going to be going live next weekend. So sign up, Gloss Genius, look for Kenya Moore Hair or either Kenya Moore Hair Spa, I can't remember which one it is, and make a profile. When you do that on our site, then you are part of the mailing list, and we will notify you when we have sales and when we have, you know, any private events. You will be a part of it. Okay, so love the eyebrows. Thank you. I actually got them done yesterday. Yes, the eyebrows are giving, honey, giving. They're laminated. I've never had my eyebrows laminated before, and I actually really, really love it. Obviously, they just brush them up and keep them full and shape them, and it's really, really cool. Thank you. Someone says, can I come to Chicago? I hope so. I love Chicago. I love it so much. Okay, so you guys can ask me a few questions because we are
Hi, Mamir.
going to get into, we're going to get into it a little bit because I did watch a few clips of the reunion, and I'm like, huh, what? I didn't watch, unfortunately, I didn't watch the entire reunion, but I did watch some clips, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that were said that were not true, and how you guys feel about it. So let me take this because I need a little privacy. I can't do this in front.
Okay, so she's in the hair spa and she's getting ready to go to the private office so she can talk. I think it's because Brooklyn's there and maybe she doesn't want to talk about the revenge porn in front of Brooklyn. And so I feel like that's why she might be going. I did not know. This is the first time I'm seeing this video. I just know in this video, she says she's not returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? So also in this video, it sounds like we're going to get a mini recap in her version of what Portia and Shamia and Drew were saying about other cast members' involvement, perhaps. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Hey, Mamira, glad you could come through. So glad, you guys. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, share the video. We've been on a long time. Look, the Mercury retrograde was trying to get us earlier and it almost worked. Let's see. It's trying right now too. It's trying again, you guys. Let's see. But you know what? Let's see. God is great. We're just going to close this one. Fuck. They both closed. Whatever. Okay, I got it right here. Let's go right here. Let's go right here.
So I'm going to take my little light. Hopefully it'll stay on. So just give me a second. I'm going to unplug this. Hopefully it won't go off. Okay. Yes. Are you going to blow her out after? I want you to see if you can braid her. Depending if because she's still putting the K-tips in. Okay, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Okay, we're going to do this in like 20 minutes, everybody, hopefully.
And it really is only at 20 minutes, about 22 minutes more, you guys.
I should have been more prepared, but we have clients today, and I'm
Palaver says, probably for the best. Kenya voice and fake laugh grinds my gear, right?
excited. Like, Brooklyn, you gotta go out, okay? Oh my God! Like, what is happening? You guys see little Brooklyn, right? Okay, you gotta go out, Brooklyn. Okay, go get your shoes on too. Yeah, twirl too. All right. Someone says, let me see. I need to sit down. I am tired. Oh my God, this stand is driving me crazy. Okay, I'll just sit over here. Thank you. Everybody is saying hi to you.
Brooklyn's so sweet. Mamere says, is Kenya losing her home? Hence the eviction notice on the thumbnail. It's referring to her. So the fired on the thumbnail is because we're going to listen to her say she's not returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I already told you because it was probably because she's fired. That's what my opinion is. Speculatively, that she was fired. Okay. Now the eviction notice that you see on the thumbnail is because she had a summons filed on her in April for non-payment of rent. And she owed $26,000 plus whatever fees allegedly. And so she was being taken to court and being evicted due to unpaid rent. And, but she's still in the thing, and 3 months was up yesterday. So she did have an eviction notice. They filed it in April, but she's fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
How do I know? Because I can see, honey. I can see a little bit. Today I can see a little bit because I'm on my thing. Okay, so. Ooh,
Bless Kenya's heart.
Oh, I can't read it. Someone says, we love you, Brooklyn. Hey, Brooklyn. Aloha, visit us in Hawaii. I will, I shall. Oh, God. Okay, someone goes, why did Portia say you said Drew gave you the information? Also, I love you from the UK. I love you so much. That is from HARUN. Okay, that's one of the things I wanted to clear up. I did not get any information that was shared from Drew. I did not get any information that was shared from any housewife. I did not get any information shared from any friend of the housewives. That is a complete lie. And when I first heard that rumor when I think Portia was doing a live or she was doing YouTube or something, and she said that, a current housewife had given me, sorry, I'm just trying to turn this light up.
So Portia's still a liar. Interesting. Not surprising though.
A little bit because I'm behind this light. She said that one of the housewives, I don't like that. Okay, a little tan. All right. She had said, Portia said that one of the current housewives had given her, look at this. Y'all, I'm a mess right now.
She's trying to get her background
I don't know what's going on.
ready.
I'm going to try to take this off.
You got it, girl. You got it.
Okay.
It looks good. You look good right there.
I'm not a technical person. Anyway. So when I saw that Portia said that on her YouTube live in teasing that a current housewife had given me the information, they did not. I actually called Portia and I was like, Portia, why are you saying that? She was like, no, you did. You told me you got it from Drew. I was like, first of all, I never told you that. I would never tell you that. In fact, I told the world where I got the information from. It was from an investigation. And I have never once in my life said that I got the information from any person that is known on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it was just very bizarre. I found the whole thing to be very bizarre. And literally she was fighting me on the phone for a good 25 minutes saying that that I did say it to her. I was like, I would have no reason to say it to you because it's completely false and untrue. And the one thing I just thought I was in an alternate universe talking to her because I was like, girl, I have never said that to you. The one thing that you don't have to remember is the truth. If you always tell the truth, you don't have to remember lies. I never said it. I always tell the truth. I never said it.
If I say something about someone, I have factual information. 99.999% of the time. And for her to say,
You guys, that is so funny because she just got fired for showing a penis on the wrong forehead. So she's not right 99. Well, maybe this was the 0.1% that she was wrong in her mind. But you got whole fired from a show and the forehead wasn't even Brit. Okay?
that I had gotten it from Drew, I was like, where are you getting that from? Like, that is insane. And when I did speak to her personally on the phone, she was like, yeah, you did. You told me that. You told me that. I said, I think Drew has information, but she never gave me any photos or any, anything else that she was claiming that the photos came from Drew. And I said that publicly. And for her to double down on it at the reunion, I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, it's just not true. But she was on the phone telling me, when I spoke to her, that it was true. I'm sorry, I have like these temporaries in my teeth from, the Dr. Dennis. I know you saw the post. And you guys were like, oh, you guys should date or whatever. No, he's married, but he is fine. And I'm not being disrespectful because all of you guys said it. But no, don't do married man. And he's a very good person, Dr. Dave. But anyway, I digress. So the one thing about me, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I have said this on air publicly before. I have never been high. I have never been drunk a day in my life. So I have no reason to like say some stuff and then forget that I said it or who I said it to, or I don't lie about people. I have no reason. So that's clearing up number one. Drew did not give me ish. Okay? That was a lie. That was a lie. All right. So let's see. What else do we want to know? Someone says, can we talk about Brooklyn? Do you keep up with any of the current cast members? Funny thing is, I do keep up with them. I cheer them on. I'm friends with most of them. And I love seeing some of them like just really like lean into their housewife position. Kelly, for one, has been doing an amazing job. She's going through a lot. The clip that I did see of her at the reunion when they were asking her about the money that she owes, she was very honest about that. I really appreciate her spirit, her integrity. My one note for Kelly, stand on your own, honey. You don't need anybody else. You got everything that you need to be a leader on this, new era of housewives. One thing that when I was doing scenes with Kelly, I was immediately drawn to her because we have kindred spirits, and I do really believe she's a good person, and I do honestly love that she's a good mother. Those are the things I really admire about her, and she's not a mean girl. You know what I mean? She's truthful, she's careful, but she's not a mean girl, and she lives in her truth, and that is the making of a great housewife. So I just think that, I'm just proud of her. I'm proud of everything that she has done so far, everything that I've seen. Again, I don't watch the show. I need to do my own thing right now, but I don't watch the show. So if someone says Kenya on YouTube, okay, yeah. Are we on YouTube right now? I mean, what is happening here? Did I get on the wrong live? What the hell am I doing, y'all? Okay. So let's see. What else do you guys want to know? Let's see.
Don't throw it away.
Let's see.
So I had to go grab some water. So it sounds like she's saying that Drew didn't give her the pictures, that Portia's a bona fide liar, that she still talks to some of the people, and and that she likes Kelly, and Kelly needs to stand on her own. Kelly is an issue. How you come in with Britt, you have an alliance with Shamia and Britt, turn on Britt, sticking with Shamia. Okay, yeah, Kelly, I see you.
Okay, somebody wants to talk about Cynthia. First, I gotta make sure I'm on YouTube. Am I on YouTube? Asha needs to check to see if I'm on YouTube live.
The timer's off.
Oh, the timer's off. Ask him, am I? Okay, am I on YouTube live, guys, or am I on Instagram? I'm like so confused by myself.
You're on YouTube, darling.
It's going so fast. Oh my God, it's going way too fast.
YouTube Live and Instagram don't look alike.
Cynthia on the reunion regarding me. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get to that. Why do I not know if I'm on YouTube or?
It's okay.
Someone says yes, you are. What a crazy person I am right now.
You are. Very
Okay. Cynthia. I'm gonna be very truthful right now. The reason first of all, she's not telling the truth about the timeline of, well, she's mistaken. I don't want to say she's not lying. I did reach out to and chatted with her via text messages the day after my salon event. I'm not upset with her for speaking her mind. I think she could have handled it differently, but that's not the reason I have not been speaking to her.
Well, she thinks you could have handled it differently, Ken. So what about that?
I thought Cynthia was my writer, one of my best friends, my confidant, someone that I really love and trusted as a sister. We have been through our ups and downs, our lefts, our rights, whatever. But at the end of the day, I thought she was someone that I would always be able to trust. That's not true.
So Cynthia telling you that you shouldn't have shown revenge porn and then holding you accountable for it is an issue. Okay, Ken, we see you. Look at these comments. So Kenya's losing her home. No, the lies. Drew was in on the side corn op. Yep. Kenya, go get a cashier job, darling. Oop, Ken is friends with the new cast. Did she advise Angela's flop conspiracy? Could be. It sounds like that could be somebody that would be like, oh, good, then do this.
There were some private things that I told her, shared with her, and texted her that she shared with someone else. Okay, thank you. That she shared with someone else. And
so isn't it weird that Ken is upset that Cynthia shared information with somebody else that she didn't want shared? And she started the season off by sharing information that Britt didn't want shared about her past. Oh, look, what's this called? Carmageddon? Carmageddon. No bitch is safe.
And that really gutted me because in this world of housewives, and you meet people, you form these relationships. Some are because they're work people. They're cast members that you work with, and some they become really a part of your village. You know, I trusted her with my daughter. I trusted her with my secrets. I trusted her with a lot of things. And trust me when I tell you this, I have kept her most private moments, her most private secrets to myself, and have never, and will never, disclose any.
I can't wait till Cynthia says whatever she's talking about. I hope Cynthia tells us, because she's being so vague right now in trying to besmirch the freaking... I literally was saying that Cynthia should have got a bonus this year for being the voice of reason in this cackling gaggle of hens. And here comes Cynthia's cheekbones every time, the voice of reason, every time getting it right, you know? And so for her to be attacking the voice of reason, I'm like, maybe you and Portia are both lying.
Private information, specifically, you know, speaking about intimate conversations that we've had or text messages that we've had where I'm explaining something in a very intimate way. And I know that she betrayed my trust, and I won't tell you,
But you know what is interesting also about this little rant on Cynthia is that after the reunion aired, when Cynthia was like, yeah, the only thing I did to Kenya was try to hold her accountable, you know, because I didn't agree with what she did to Britt. And Kenya posted that night. Did I take a picture of? Oh, it's on the phone we're talking on. But Kenya posted that night that real friends wait to get all the information before making a decision. It wasn't nothing about you betrayed my trust. Oh, bitch, why are you talking? You told my secrets. It wasn't that. She responded like she had a right to be mad at Cynthia for not waiting to find out that wasn't Britt's forehead.
Specifically, the people, the why, I know the why. And the why was not for my best interest. It was for hers. And so all this, oh, I haven't spoken to Kenya, you know, all this stuff. Please, just at this point, just please stop talking about me. You know.
No.
You can stand on your own. You can say whatever you want to say, but please, I'm just saying, please stop talking about me. What you're saying is not true. And, you know, I just don't want that nonsense in my life anymore. I want genuine people who really are on my team, even if that comes down to 2 people, and one of those people is Brooklyn Daly. I'm okay with that. I think I know who my writers are, and honestly, she's just not one. Also, I want to give, I want to go back to something on the reunion, things that happened that you did not see, at least I don't think you saw. I do want to give a shout out to Portia for speaking up off camera about the way things were handled with me. She did mention something, as I'm told, to Andy. And again, I'm not, there's nothing, I have no beef with Andy. We have a great relationship. We were speaking often. I felt like he was in my corner. I feel like he was championing for me, but the whole situation was above him. And so, but I do know that during the reunion at some point, I don't know if the cameras were rolling or not, but I have been told that Portia was very vocal and said, she did not like the way they handled the situation with me. And so for that, I have to say thank you to Portia for, sticking up for me.
Nobody feels the same as Portia. You were handled appropriately. You twirled off the screen. Yeah.
In that moment and about that situation. So that's that. So let's see, would you ever do another reality show outside of Housewives? I don't think I would do another reality show outside of Housewives because, you guys look, how often do I even post on social media? Almost never. Honestly, if I wasn't on reality TV on this show, I would be a very private, almost reclusive person because I don't really enjoy showing my life the way I have shown my life. I mean, people often weaponize things that you say constantly. Again, this is because of my teeth. I know I'm giving you a lisp right now. I'm giving you a good old lisp, but please bear with me because in 2 weeks, Dr. Dave is going to fix all that. So, it's like pulling teeth to even just get me to post. And I thank you for being Team Twirl and always following me. And when I do post, it's like, yeah, we love it. But no, so the short answer is no. Someone is saying, so you're saying Miss Lanithia was correct in saying that Miss Bailey, it went too fast. One thing about Nene, I don't know her to be a liar. Now, she has been, unhinged at times. She has been...
Really, bitch? Says the lady who put the wrong penis on the wrong forehead. Nene's unhinged at times. Nene's never been unhinged enough to put a penis on a forehead on a poster board at a Grand reclosing that used her college money for the kids. Never. So I have to say something about that. And the only reason you think somebody's unhinged is because that's where you reside, Ken.
And, she has, crashed out at times, living your life on TV.
Has Nene crashed out, or did she react to those bitches not... Was that a bona fide crash out? Like, to me, a crash out is not from a reason. Like, a crash out is just, like... Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I need to see what her definition is. I don't really care.
And the way that we do is not easy. So I'm just going to tell you that I don't know her to be a liar. And I'm not speaking about when she crashed out about the network and things like that because I'm not going to speak on that. I don't believe that was...
And was that a crash out she did when she spoke up about how she was treated at the network? I don't like the signing of these words, especially from another Black woman. Like, she could be adding value. She could be validating Nene's experience. She could be validating Nene's experience right now as a fellow Sestra going through it, who she feels like was treated improperly by production. Yeah, she's kind of doubling down on words like unhinged, crash out, and I don't really fucking appreciate it, Ken. Then I don't appreciate it twirled off Real Housewives because of revenge porn. I don't appreciate it. Leave Nene alone. Why the fuck? Really, bitch? She doesn't even mention your name, never has. They get to your part in the interview. She's like, who, what, when? And you literally just said her name and then assigned unhinged. You said her name and then said she was a crash out? Really, bitch?
Truth in what she was saying in that regard. But when it comes to what she has said about other housewives, I think she has always kind of been right. That's what I think. Let's see. Let's see. I can't. Oh, it's going so fast. Okay. Now I know that some of the girls can be shady about some things. Some girls can be shady about other things. But again, I kind of have to wrap it up because I have a salon waiting with people, and I just wanted to give you some epic tea. Anything you want to ask me before I leave? Drew, someone said something about Drew and Angela. Someone is talking about traders, Big Brother, all of those things. I've been asked to do those things in the past. I love traders. I was asked a few seasons ago, but it conflicted with my Real Housewives schedule. I was not asked this year. So yes. And at that moment, it would have.
So, wow, Traders reaches out to all the housewives. So, wait, I missed that part. The dog was barking. So, did she say she was asked to be on Traders seasons ago? I'm going to rewind it just a tad. Let's go right here. Zyree! Yeah? You like it okay?
Some girls can be shady about other things. But again, I kind of have to wrap it up because I have a salon waiting with people, and I just wanted to give you some epic tea. Anything you want to ask me before I leave? Someone said something about Drew and Angela. Someone is talking about traders, Big Brother, all of those things. I've been asked to do those things in the past. I love traders. I was asked a few seasons ago, but it conflicted with my Real Housewives schedule. I was not asked this year. So yes. And at that moment, it would have been me. Think of how epic this would have been. Myself, Mimi, and for me, it was the Michael Rappaport of it all. It was the Michael. And Candace, oh my God, that would have just been epic. Lisa Rinna, thank you, honey. I'll get some tissue over there, already open. Brooklyn. So yes, it would have been epic. So hopefully you'll see me on some other shows coming soon. Of course, I don't announce anything until it's basically shot and ready to air. Okay, let's see. Do I know about any of the tea for the upcoming season, and will I be on? Okay, so yeah, I actually kind of know some tea.
Here we go, you guys. Get ready, you guys. Here comes the tea. And look, she's sending Brooklyn out the room again. I don't know. Bless your heart, Kenya.
Gotta shut the door, honey. So I do know that they're adding 2 new housewives to the team. They're adding 2 new housewives, and I think you guys kind of know them both. They're both like known people. One is a business person, and she's a restaurateur, and the other one is actually,
another restaurateur. Lots of restaurateurs. So Candy fancied herself an old lady gang, and Kelly's making waffles. And now we have another restaurateur. You guys, maybe anybody from ATL can tell me what restaurateur may be coming on here?
We always say, it's giving Love and Hip Hop. The other one is actually from Love and Hip Hop.
A Love and Hip Hop is coming on. So did Ming Lee make it to the cast? Was Ming Lee the one who was on Love and Hip Hop, or was that other lady? Damn, when we first were doing this, there was 2 ladies at the salon opening, but I only remember Ming Lee's name right now. Was the other lady named Vanessa, the white lady who didn't clutch any pearls because they both knew that there was a peen on a poster board that was getting ready to be shown? And they were at Shamia's party in the background. They were at another event, at the Balenciaga party at the background, or whatever that place was with the B. And then they were in the background at Kenya Moore's hair closing. And, Ming is on Basketball Wives. But wasn't she on Love and Hip Hop, though? So she's saying a Love and Hip Hop person is coming to Real Housewives of Atlanta.
So yeah, there's that. There's that.
And why would they need 2 new housewives? Oh, is that because Britt is gone? But Kenya was already out. So, wait. How many fucking housewives do you need? Wait, does that mean Angela's not coming back? They're adding 2 new people. So Allie Thanks for coming through, darling. Who do you think it could be? So a restaurateur and somebody else. One's loving hip hop. And interesting. So Brit, does that mean Brit is for sure out? I'm not sure.
Someone just said, are me and Mark back together? Hell no. No. That is never going to happen. I usually never say never, but I'm going to say a good never on that. We're just trying to raise Brooklyn together. And honey, if the cameras were on us half the time, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's see. What else? It's going so fast. Okay, let me see if I can get down here. Somebody said they want to see our niece.
Oh, so you think Angela might be out, huh? Yeah, I'm feeling like Angela's wig didn't do that great. And all this fake storyline shit, nobody likes a fake storyline, bitch. We were gonna let you get your wig together, but we don't do whole fake productions. We're not into that shit, you know. So it be Britt is out and Angela and Kelly gets to stay, or is I heard Shamia removed RHOA from her thing, and maybe Portia had enough pull to get Shamia benched. I don't know. And I don't know, Allie. You're right. We don't know if they're going to be full time or friend of, right?
It's so many people on here. Okay, it's not Rashida. It's not Rashida. And honestly, there's another rumor too. Somebody's asking, will Shamia be back? I don't know. I hear yes and I hear no. And that one, I can honestly say I don't really know the tea on that one. But I have been hearing both. Yes, and she will be back. And I've been hearing no, she won't. So
see, look.
That you got to wait. But they do start in 2 weeks. So the cast is pretty much, set. But I think if she backs out, there was a young lady that I know that was auditioning or interviewing, who is married, beautiful, gorgeous young woman. And I don't think she...
Oh, like Britt? Britt was a gorgeous young woman. You didn't never have this energy for her. That's what got your ass twirled off the show.
Made it, but I think if Shamia is not there, she would be a great alternative. She's got, this beautiful marriage. She's been married long term. And she's a beautiful girl. So I would kind of be rooting for her. I think she kind of has what I feel is classic, Real Housewives energy. Someone says, will I be a part of the cast? As of now, no. That could change. I keep hearing a lot of different things. We have been in talks. But as of this moment, it's a no. Let's see. Wives energy. Someone says, will I be a part of the cast? As of now, no. That could change. I keep hearing a lot of different things. We have been in talks. But as of this moment, it's a no. Let's see. Is Angela coming back? Yes.
Oh, she is coming back.
Yes, she is. Y'all were living for Miss Angela. She had to be coming back. So, Drew, is she coming back? Yes. It's not Claudia. Claudia's not from Love and Hip Hop. What are you guys asking? So you want the names? Let's see. I don't know who these people are. Is Portia coming back? Yes. Yandy is not part of it. No, it's not Yandy. She's actually a singer.
A singer?
Okay, I have to go. If I get...
Who's a singer on Love and Hip Hop who would fit in on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Good, okay. Somebody said good, okay. Botox. Somebody said something about Botox. Do I get Botox? I don't know. What are they talking about? Like, dude, do you not see my eyebrows moving? I do get a little Botox right here. But my face is not frozen. I can move my face. And I still have wrinkles. So, ooh, somebody asked, was it K. Michelle? That's a good guess.
K. Michelle coming to Real Housewives of Atlanta? I don't really like K. Michelle. Honestly. She's been on a lot of reality shows. I thought she was being a country singer these days. I don't know.
Mama D. No, it's not Mama D. I'll be back to tell y'all some more in my next live. Sign up at Gloss Genius at Kenya Moore Hair Salon for updates. and be a part of the mailing list. And subscribe.
Palora says, this is clickbait. Kenya, remember what you said about Nene? You're not RHOA. Shh. Why is Kenya giving RHOT? You're fired. She knows nothing, right? Well, maybe she hears from the people. Allie says, who was the girl who was on Me and My Homegirl? I don't know.
Subscribe to Kenya Moore Official on YouTube, and you will get the tea. And my next episode is coming out, I believe, tomorrow. Hopefully the editor is done, but it will be tomorrow. And I'm going to be sharing a lot more information about reality TV. We shot this maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago before any of this crazy stuff happened with Reunion. But I think I gave y'all a lot of tea right now. I gave y'all a lot of tea. So, Team Twirl, we riding and dying over here. I gave y'all a lot of tea. So we will see you soon. And subscribe to Kenya Moore Official. And you know I don't lie on people. Subscribe to Kenya Moore Official.
Oh my God, she lied on Brit. She said that was Brit's face with a penis on her forehead. So she does lie on people. That is so weird. Why would you even end it like that when you're off the show and it wasn't even Brit? You are a freaking liar.
My next YouTube is coming out tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow, okay? But you'll learn it as soon as we get it done, and I'm praying it'll be tomorrow. So see you guys soon. I love you guys, and we will definitely be here with all the tea and more.
Okay, well, maybe she paid the rent because, like I said, 3 months was up yesterday. Let me see if I can find that. Kenya Moore. So here's the Reddit thread. The Reddit thread does have the actual dispensary warrant. Here, I can take this off real quick and show you. So, hi you guys. So this is a magistrate court, Douglas County dispensary warrant for Kenya Moore. And she's being sued for unpaid rent. And yeah. Does it say how much was owed on here? Chill out, Milo. See, it says Kenya Moore and all other occupants. Can I see a date on here? I'm not seeing a date. All other occupants. So this is 10 hours ago on Reddit, you guys. Hi. And then this is from 3 months ago. Also 3 months ago, they were like, are you open or not? Are you open or not? And she's like, we're definitely open. You guys don't know. You just need an appointment. Milo. Oh, and then lately, look. So they don't want any 4C hair. She did a model special. I told you guys about this. She did a post where she was like, oh, I'm looking for clients who can model hair. Tomorrow's Saturday. Silk press weave. We supply the hair, blowout, and all that stuff. So the people said they went after she did this thing. She wanted you to pay $25 to be a model, a hair model. Now, back in the day, when I used to go be a hair model for Vidal Sassoon, and they didn't know how to do black hair a lot, you guys. But down in Santa Monica, they had a Vidal Sassoon hair school. Dang. We don't usually get ghetto birds around here. We're flying kind of low. But that, hey. So they used to have a Vidal Sassoon hair school in Santa Monica where you could go and get your hair done. And for free, pretty much, because it was a school, you know. But here, she wanted a $25, you pay $25, and then she supplied the rest. But in her filtered glory, Kenya is not looking for hair models. So yeah, there was this whole, this doesn't really say about the 4C here. She said something about she didn't want hair that had a lot of shrinkage. And you know that our hair coils, and so like our hair can look like a little afro this long, and then you pull it and it's like, you know, down to your chin or your shoulders, right? Because that's shrinkage from the coil of the hair. And there's a number of coils. There's C1, C2, C3, C4. C4 is one of the tightest curls. So she specifically was like, I don't want C4 hair because it has too much shrinkage. And she's a whole black woman, you guys. Right? So that's that. One more thing. Yeah, but back to this. So she's in the spa, and she's in the spa today with her daughter. So if she's in the spa today with her daughter, then maybe she paid the past due rent from this notice, because she's told us in every YouTube live, pretty much, she's talked about money. She's talked about the status of the stop, how the landlord was supposed to this, and that. And she did a build out, and she was supposed to get a refund and da-da-da-da. And in the meantime, she wasn't paying her rent because I guess she was thinking, oh, well, he could just take it out of the rent. If I owe him $26,000 and he owes me $79,000, he needs to take his 26 from my 79 and give me the difference, or just use that as a running credit on my bill. But hey, if the landlord didn't agree to that, then I don't think so. Yeah, she didn't want black hair, Palaver. Oh, well, if they let Kim and Croy be on foreclosure for 4 years, right? Ride the wheel. Yep. Allie from Miami says, who was the girl? She was on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know. I don't do Love and Hip Hop. But I kind of did when I did Love Island this season, because Huda made it feel like it was Love and Hip Hop Fiji edition. So, yeah. Huda the Hood Rats. So, okay, you guys, let me put this back on and put this over here. So, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. We're right at 2 hours. Hope you guys had fun. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I finally let that edge off. That was really, really grating me earlier when I couldn't get on. You guys couldn't hear. It kept me in the backstage. Restream was tripping last night on Richie B's live too. So maybe it's the platform. But you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I love all you guys. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button. On your way in, if you're in the replay, on your way out, wherever you are, tell a friend. We're still on the race to 4K over here. I mean to 5K. And so we're doing our special Love Island giveaway. Our Love Island merch giveaway will happen on the 25th after the reunion. We're going to have a watch party on we're going to have a watch party like we do over on, oh, look at this damn, are they looking still? They're going to have a watch party. We're going to have a watch party on August 25th on my TikTok. Palaver, did you get in the TikTok last time and get to watch the end with me when freaking Nick and Olandria came in second? Oh, I needed this today too, Palaver. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I love all you guys. And yeah, remember, you guys can always support the channel, either, you know, Cash App or a gift here or there, because the price on damn StreamYard went up. That's why I'm having so much damn issues over here. I keep trying to bring you guys the stuff, but these prices are going up. They acting like StreamYard needs to eat organic beef to stay open for them to double the fucking price. What the fuck? Everything is double. Everything is double. But I'm claiming abundance and prosperity for all of us. But yeah. Oh, yay! I'm so glad you got to come over, Palaver. That was so much. I don't know what your name is on TikTok. I was looking for you in the comments though. I'm glad you got to see that with me. So, yeah, on the 25th we're going to do it again, and we're going to watch the Love Island reunion together on TikTok on the 25th, and then afterwards we're going to be doing our giveaway on our way to 5K. Look, a lot can change in a month. A lady had 15,000 subscribers on Tuesday, got cussed out by one chef. She went and told the internet, and now she has 400,000 followers. I don't know if that's going to be what it takes. I don't want to have to cuss nobody out for it, but hey, things can change in a short amount of time. Okay, so I will talk to you guys sooner than later. Okay? Remember, there's enough to go around, so go get some, Curvies. Peace.